All right, welcome back to Kung Fu Theater. We're now joined by our special guest, Sifu Calvin Jones from Washington, D.C. He's Hong Fat Style. Okay, Sifu, welcome to San Francisco.
Thanks for having me.
All right, welcome to Kung Fu Theater. All right, Sifu, I want to ask you, how do you start your Kung Fu training?
Well, actually, when I started martial arts, I started in Tang Soo Do. And I did it with a friend, and basically make it short, he had moved away, but I wanted to find something different. And I came across the Hung Fat School, and I've been there ever since.
All right. It's interesting though, you know, you start with the Tang Soo Do. What made you want to do Chinese martial art?
Actually, I was raised in Taiwan from 6 months to about 5 years old, so I was exposed to the culture then, and a lot of things of Chinese culture. So when we moved back to the States, where I was living, there was no Kung Fu school, and then Sifu Yim opened up a school, and I went there, and as soon as I saw him teach and saw the classes, I knew I wanted to be there.
So now you're teaching the Hong Fat style.
Yes.
Right. Now you said Hong Fat style, the Hong and Fat is so similar to the Hong Gar and the Fat Gar style. Is there any relationship between that?
Yes. The systems, actually, the history of the system, it was combined, Hong Gar and Fat Gar, by a monk called Wen Lei in the Southern Shaolin Temple. And it came out to be a different new system by combining them, because our techniques are similar to Hong Gar and Fat Gar, but they don't look exactly the same. The combination made something new in the expression.
So, and it was from the Shaolin Temple, right?
Yes.
So the Shaolin Temple, known as the 5 animal, I know that the Hong Fat style. Can you tell us about that? The 10 animals?
Yes, we do have 10 animals in our system, and they are dragon, snake, monkey, horse, elephant, tiger, leopard, lion, and eagle, and crane. I won't forget the crane.
Okay, quite a lot of animals, though.
And all of them, and actually all of them put together in combination is what brings out the characteristic of good defense techniques and powerful offensive techniques, but not rigid.
Okay. So you mentioned about the animals. So do you use the animal form to teach the student?
Yes, I do. The best thing I like about teaching students is to watch their development. Whether if they study martial arts before, had no experience and come up. But when they start to learn the different animal styles, you see their character try to change, because each character has a different type of expression. The tiger doesn't look like the crane doesn't look like the snake. So all of them have to develop their own inner self and their discipline to show those techniques.
So that means your student will learn the animal and then will adapt themselves to be that animal. Is that what you mean?
Yes, because if I come into a Hung Fat school, but I'm kind of timid or whatever, and I go there and they try to make me do tiger, and I kind of just do the hand technique, but I really don't do it. When the instructor coaches me on how to put my focus and power and concentration and bring up the tiger within me out, then I learn one part of myself, I develop it, so I'm not all one way.
Okay. Now the Hong Fat style, you mentioned about the animal, right? I know we have a lot of hand technique. Do they have any weapons?
Yes, we have 25 traditional weapons. The main thing in our Hung Fat system, of course, is the staff. It's the first weapon we teach and the last weapon.
I know the famous one called Feng Mo Zhe. A lot of people want to learn that. Is it top secret on that?
Yeah, only usually like the very top students learn it. Hopefully I'll get to learn it one day.
All right.
So, got a ways to go.
I know that Kung Fu is really famous on the staff, you know, because back to old day, the staff is really, you know, important weapon, you know, for the defense themselves. Now, so you're teaching, and also you compete too, right?
Yes.
So how's your competition?
Fine. Actually, I enjoy, well, 2 parts of competition, not only competing myself, but also preparing other students to compete. And I like to compete different things, whether it's sparring or handset or weapon form. So it's a lot of fun.
Good, good. Okay, now I know that you are under Sifu Tai Yim, right?
Yes.
And besides Sifu Tai Yim developed Hong Fat in the United States, who else developed in the United States? Or are there in the
Well, actually, right now, there aren't any other Hung Fat schools in the United States, except for the one that I run in Virginia, and my Sifu school, the original one he opened in Wheaton, Maryland.
So it's only your Sifu.
Yes.
What about the other side? Hong Kong, I'm sure a lot.
Yeah, there are a lot of schools in Hong Kong, and recently I received a note this Chinese New Year's past of one of my Sifu's classmates who's teaching in Scotland. So I believe they have a club.
Okay.
That's exciting.
Now, well, I'm sure it's all exciting, you know. Okay, now what are you going to do demonstration?
For the demonstration, I decided to do one of our handset forms, continuous blocking and punching, which actually gives example of 5 of the animals.
Okay, and also you show the self-defense.
Yeah, show some techniques.
Okay, good. Now let's check it out.
Right now I'm going to do a Hung Fat form called Lin Wan Kao Da Kun, which is continuous blocking and punching. And right after I finish the form, I'm going to show a couple of techniques that gives example of the Hung Fat offensive and defensive skills. Now with Andy, we'll go to some practical application. First, Andy gives me a straight punch. I parry, block, elbow technique. Again, see, I don't try and stop the punch. A little bit faster. All right. Next, we go to stopping a kick and countering with a cup, which you saw in the form. Roundhouse kick comes, block, hit, and a cup. Again, block, cup. Go again, block and hit. The last technique, from a traditional stance, Andy gives me a low straight punch, back fist, he goes to grab. Using a tiger, one of the Hung Fat 10 animal styles, break the technique and claw the opponent in the face. Again. Right. Right, a little bit faster.
All right, thank you, Andy. Come to Kung Fu Theater, and thank you, Sifu. Come to Kung Fu Theater from far away. All right, now back to the movie.